Hello dear student, I am Dr. Sharad Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Wildlife Sciences, Aligarh Muslim University. All of you are aware that India is one of the mega biodiversity countries and support exceptional biodiversity richness. But at the same time, biodiversity of India is facing various threats and Indian government is implementing various conservation programs. For effective landscape level conservation planning of biodiversity values, India is amongst the few countries that have developed a biogeographic classification of natural areas. In this lecture, I shall discuss about various biogeographic zones of India and their biodiversity values. Let's first understand what is biogeographic zone. Biogeographic zone is an area of animal and plant distribution having similar or shared characteristics throughout. So basically, each biogeographic zone has some peculiar species and associated abiotic and biotic environmental conditions. Briefly, biogeographic zone can be defined as an area with distinctive faunal and floral features. Biogeographic zone has similar ecology, biomes representation, community and species. They are defined on the basis of species found in them, which provides invaluable information to ecologists and natural resource manager for understanding large-scale processes that affect species and ecosystems. For example, the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, these are the two important biogeographic zones of India. Biogeographic classification of India used 4 levels of planning units. The whole country is first divided into 10 biogeographic zones. The biogeographic zones are further divided into biotic provinces, and biotic provinces are further divided into land regions, and in each land regions various biomes are identified. Rogers and Pawar in 1988 divided India into following 10 biogeographic zones: Trans-Himalayas, Himalayas, Indian desert, semi-arid areas, Western Ghats, Deccan Plateau, Gangetic Plain, Northeast India, islands and the coast. This table provides geographical area covered by various biogeographic zones of India. Deccan Peninsula is the largest biogeographic zones and covered around 42% area of the India, while islands is the smallest biogeographic zone which merely covered around 0.25% of geographical area of India. Let's now discuss the various zone one by one. Zone 1, Trans-Himalayas. This map provides the spatial spread of Trans-Himalayan biogeographic zone. The Trans-Himalayan region is a cold, arid mountainous landscape that covers the rain shadow regions immediately north of the Himalayas. The Trans-Himalayas is also known as the Greater Himalayas. The zone is spread mainly in the districts of Ladakh and Kargil in Ladakh Union Territory and the Spiti Valley, Lingti Plains and Poo Tehsil of Himachal Pradesh. Small areas in the rain shadow of Nanda Devi Range in Uttarakhand and Kanchenjunga Range in Sikkim are also the part of the Trans-Himalayas biogeographic zone. The area is a distinct biogeographic unit with harsh climatic conditions and is usually referred to as cold desert. The region is characterized by severe winters lasting over 6 months with temperature dropping to as low as minus 50 degrees Celsius in the some parts of the Trans-Himalayas. Another characteristics of the region is the short plant growth season of merely 2 to 3 months when productivity is usually low. These harsh climatic conditions have given rise to hardy and highly adapted flora, fauna and people in the region. This region represents an extremely fragile ecosystem and needs the immediate conservation attention. This region consists of Karakoram, Ladakh, Zanskar, Kailas, Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi mountain ranges. It constitutes 5.5% of the total geographical area of India and estimated to spread over an area of 186,200 square kilometer in India. The Trans-Himalaya zone is least protected of all the biogeographic zones in India and around 8.5% of its area is under the PA system. The dry and undulating slopes of the zone are characterized by dwarf and thorny bushes and cushioned vegetation. The dwarf and thorny bushes include species such as Caragina species, Crescenticobia ceratoides, Hippophae tibetana, Astragalus species, Lunicera spinosa, Potentilla rigida, while the cushioned vegetation comprising species of Thylacospermum, Endors and Arinia, Juniperus recurva, Juniperus pseudosabina, Juniperus semiglossosa, Rheum tibeticum, Rheum specififorme and Rhodiola tibetica. Other important species of area are Rhamnus prostrata, Ephedra gerardiana, Rosa babiana, Spirea canescens, Hesopus officinale and Astragalus candolinum. Mammals. Around 40 species of mammals are recorded from the Indian Trans-Himalayas. Most of the animals which are found in the Trans-Himalayan has the affinity with the Palearctic regions, or you can say that these species are originated in the Palearctic region. Herpetofauna. Due to extreme cold climatic conditions, the diversity of herpetofauna, reptiles and amphibians is very low in comparison of other biogeographic zones, but their diversity is unique. The important herpetofauna species of the area are Himalayan toad, Kashmir spadfoot toad and Siachen toad, Blitz toad, agama, toad agama, Himalayan rock lodikia, banded gecko, Ladakh skink, Himalayan skink, Kashmir or Hardwar lizard, Himalayan ground skink, Indian red snake, Himalayan pit viper and wide-lived pit viper. Birds. Trans-Himalayan zone has high avian diversity and most of the bird species found in the areas show Palearctic affinities. The zone supports more than 200 species of birds. The important bird species recorded and reported from the area are black-necked crane, lammergeier, golden eagle, osprey, black-eared kite, griffin vulture, peregrine falcon, Central Asian hobby, European kestrel, snow partridge, Tibetan partridge, chukar, Tibetan snowcock, Himalayan snowcock, Tibetan sand grouse, snow pigeons and great and streaked rosefinch. Many species such as Tibetan snowcock, Himalayan snowcock, Tibetan sand grouse, snow pigeon, and great and streaked rosefinch are endemic to these zones, means they are not found anywhere else in the world. So these species are very, very important species of the Trans-Himalayan biogeographic zone. Zone second, Himalayas. The Himalayan biogeographic zones forms the group of ranges that lies south of the Great Himalayas, the main range, and comprises the Shivalik ranges and the lesser Himalayan ranges. It includes some of the highest peaks in the world. The Himalayan biogeographic zone is spread over an area of 2,10,662 square kilometer under the territory of India. Approximately 6.41% of the total geographical area of the India. It includes Northwest Himalayas, Kashmir to Satluj River in Himachal Pradesh, West Himalayas, Satluj River to Gandak River in Nepal, Central Himalaya, Gandak River in Nepal through West Bengal and Sikkim to central Bhutan, and East Himalayas from central Bhutan to Arunachal Pradesh. Floral diversity. The forests in the Himalayan mountains are abundant, comprising over 1,000 species of trees, shrubs, herbs, and climbers. Altitude, topography, and soil characteristics of the region are the principal deciding factors of the types of forest present in a particular area. So these forest types are varies in different areas. The major forest types present in the Himalayan region are tropical West evergreen forest found in East Himalaya, subtropical broad-leaved hill forest primarily found in lower slopes, subtropical dry evergreen forest primarily found in Shivalik hills and the foothills of Himalayas, montane wet temperate forest found in East Himalayas, tropical moist deciduous forest, subtropical pine forest found in West and East Himalayas, Himalayan moist temperate forest along the whole length of the Himalayas, Himalayan dry temperate forest found in Sikkim and other parts of the Himalayas. So we can say that there is a high diversity of forest types found in the Himalayan biogeographic zone. Important trees found in the Himalayan biogeographic zone include Dipterocarpus macrocarpa, Shorea assamica, Shorea robusta, Mesia feria, Keia assamica, Michelia doltosopa, Quercus lamellus, Albizia procera, Adenicodifolia, Terminalia tomentosa, Terminalia bellerica, Tona ciliata, Enogaceous latifolia, Melotus philippensis, Eugenia onagensis, Lagostomia pariflora, Pinus cassia, Pinus roxburghii, Olea cuspidate, etc. Faunal diversity. As far as the distribution in different biogenetic provinces is concerned, Central Himalaya has the highest faunal diversity with 14,183 species or subspecies, followed by West Himalayas with 12,022 species, Northwest Himalayas with 8,731 species, and East Himalayas with 5,542 species. Amphibians. The zone has very high diversity of amphibians. Some noteworthy amphibians are Himalayan toad, marble toad, beautiful stream frog, Stolchka's frog, Himalayan salamander, Nepal paw frog, boreal floating frog, Indian flying frog, Assam Indonesian tree frog, etc. Reptiles. The zone has large number of reptiles, and some of the noteworthy reptiles found in the Himalayan zone are Kashmir rock agama, Himalayan ground skink, Karakoram bent-toed gecko or Kashmir rock gecko, eastern keelback, Indian red snake, Himalayan pit viper, king cobra, cobra, Indian rock python, Burmese python, Indian soft-shelled turtle, narrow-headed soft-shelled turtle, Assam roofed turtle, elongated tortoise, keeled box turtle, spotted pond turtle, gharial, mugger. Birds. The Himalayan Biogeographic Zone has around 1000 species of birds. So it is one of the very rich biogeographic zone in terms of the birds. Some important birds of the zone are long-tailed minivate, yellow-bellied fantail, laughing thrush, scaly-breasted wren warbler, spectral finch, golden bush robin, blue-capped redstart, black-throated thrush and black-throated accentor, yellow-breasted bunting, cheer pheasant, green peafowl, rufous-checked hornbill, eastern imperial eagle, steppe eagle, Indian griffon, white-rumped vulture, Egyptian vulture, greater spotted eagle, Pallas fish eagle, greater hornbill, Cully's pheasant, western tragopan, velvet-fronted nuthatch, monal, greated, etc. Mammals. The zone also support high diversity of mammals, and the zone also have very high density of some of the endangered species of mammals such as the tiger. Some noteworthy mammalian species of the zone are Asian elephant, tiger, Asiatic black bear, sun bear, blue sheep, common leopard, clouded leopard, Himalayan brown bear, Himalayan goral, Himalayan musk deer, alpine musk deer, Kashmir musk deer, black musk deer, Himalayan thar, red fox, shiro, snow leopard, barking deer, shambhar, hangul, red panda, gaur or Indian bison, Himalayan thar, ibex, Kashmir grey langur, stump-tailed macaque, Arunachal macaque, northern pig-tailed macaque, capped langur, Nandapa giant squirrel, hispid hare, Indian pangolin, Chinese pangolin, pygmy hog, wild yak, red goral, Chinese goral, takin, Indian smooth-coated otter, bintong, Bengal slow loris, etc. Zone 3, Indian desert. The Indian desert is the northwestern boundary of India and covers mainly the western and northwestern region of the Rajasthan and the parts of Kutch region of Gujarat in the southwest. The elevation of zone varies from 350 to 450 meter above sea level at the Aravalli range in the east, about 100 meter in the south and west, and about 20 meter in the run of Kutch desert. As distinct from desertified areas are natural ecosystems characterized by very low rainfall, aridity and very sparse presence of vegetation. The climate is characterized by very hot and dry summer and cold winter. Rainfall is less than 70 centimeter in a year. When we look at the Indian desert biogeographic zone, the zone is divided into two biogeographic provinces which are distinct from each other. The first is Kutch Peninsula, which includes the Great and little run of the Gujarat, and the second is the Thand Desert, which is primarily characterized by the sand dune systems. The below picture provide the landscape of the two biotic provinces of the desert biogeographic zone. When we look at the floral diversity of the zone, three types of major terrestrial habitat are recognized in the Indian desert in relation to the flora and fauna. So first terrestrial habitat is sandy. The sandy habitat occupies by far the largest area of the desert. Depending upon the soil types and topography, it can be further subdivided into the various categories such as younger alluvial plains, older alluvial floodplains, older alluvial hummocky plains, saline flats, and sand dunes. When we look at the vegetation of the sandy habitat, the vegetation is mixed xeromorphic vegetation. This vegetation comprises trees such as Tecomida undulata, Prosopis cinerea, Acacia nilotica, and Salvadora oleatus. Shrubs like Caligonum polygonidus and Halogylan salicornicum. Forbs like Thaporosia purpurea, Indicofera species, Crotolaria vorrhea, Herba tomentosa, and Herba persica. Grasses like Centurus biflorus and Crotolaria ciliarius, Arista species is common in the sandy habitats. Hills and rocky outcrops. Such hills and rocky outcrops are scattered all over the desert biogeographic zone, and the habitat is characterized by the trees such as Anogesis pendula, Acacia senegal, Euphorbia caducifolia, Meterens emerginatus, Commiphora rhytae, and Cordia garaf are common trees, and Sema nervotium, Symbopogon jabaranacusva, Hecalochula granularis, and Dichanthium annulatum constitute the ground flora. Then third habitat is the ruderal. This habitat is associated with villages which are scattered all over the desert over rocky outcrops, sandy plains, sand dunes, saline flats, and river banks. The luxuriant trees such as Azadirachta indica, Tamarindus indica, Prosopis cinerea, and Acacia species, Ficus species, and Salvadora oleatus are the major species found in these regions or in this habitat of the desert. Amphibians. Amphibian fauna is not very diverse due to the harsh climatic conditions. Some of the noteworthy species are green pond frog, Asian grass frog, Asian common toad, Indian marble toad, and ornate narrow-mouthed frog. Reptiles. Deserts biogeographic zones support distinguished reptilian diversity, and some noteworthy species are Indian flapshell, Indian softshell turtle, Indian star tortoise, Sindh gecko, common leopard gecko, Barty rock gecko, Brock's house gecko, yellow-green house gecko, eastern garden lizard, lesser agama, fan-throated lizard, Indian chameleon, spiny-tailed lizard, monitor lizard, desert monitor, Punjab snake-eyed lacerta, small-scaled lacerta, Indian fringe-toed lizard, Indian sand boa, common sand boa, saw-scale viper, cobra, Pakistan sand rasher, Indian trunket snake, checkered keelback, and Sind crate. Apes. Desert biographic zone supports distinguished avian diversity and some noteworthy species of birds found in the Indian desert are Great Indian bustard, Lesser florican, Great cormorant, Black ibis, Greater flamingo, gadwall, common teal, northern shoveler, common pochard, Demoiselle crane, black shoulder kite, Egyptian vulture, tawny eagle, common warbler, black crowned finchlark, white-backed vulture, Dalmatian pelican, oriental darter, painted stork, black-necked stork, lesser flamingo, pallid harrier, cinereous vulture, Himalayan vulture, red-necked falcon, Sarash crane, black-tailed godwit, river tern, Sakir falcon, eastern imperial eagle, and Eurasian spoonbill. Mammals. The zone supports some of the very important and unique species of the mammals. The noteworthy mammalian species of the desert biogeographic zone are chinkara, wild ass, nilgai or blue bull, wild boar, Indian wolf, jackal, striped hyena, caracal desert fox, desert cat, jungle cat, black buck, Indian grey mongoose, Indian porcupine, Asian house shrew, Egyptian tombat, hairy-footed zerbil, which is endemic to the Thar area of the desert of India, and Indian hare. Thank you. So we will discuss the other biogeographic zones in the next lecture.